world praises hard work because it keeps the weak obedient. It is the ideal preached to the masses so they remain predictable, controllable, and harmless. From birth, men are told that grinding day and night will bring them success. But look closely. Who benefits most from this belief? It is not the worker who toils until his bones ache. It is the one who profits from the worker's belief in this illusion. Hard work is a tool, one used by the powerful to keep others too busy to see the truth. The reality is this effort without strategy is slavery. To work without thinking, to move without positioning, is to waste time in the name of virtue. The man who spends his energy building without understanding the blueprint is not noble. He is expendable. The world rewards results, not effort. And those results are not earned by those who work the hardest, but by those who know how to position themselves, who know how to exploit timing, perception, and people. It is not the hand that builds the empire that rules it. It is the mind behind it, the one who made others believe in the dignity of labor while he sat in shadow, planning every move. Hard work becomes a religion for the powerless. They wear their exhaustion like a medal. They believe suffering is a sign of progress, when in fact it is often a sign of poor decisions. The powerful do not waste energy, they conserve it. They do not chase every opportunity, they calculate which ones matter. They do not try to please everyone, they control who speaks and who listens. The powerful understand that every ounce of effort must serve a precise purpose. They do not dig ditches unless it is to bury a rival or hide gold. Look at any hierarchy, be it in politics, business, or war. The ones at the bottom sweat, the ones at the top orchestrate. The most valuable men in history were not those who worked the longest hours. They were those who made others move on their behalf. They manipulated beliefs, controlled narratives, and turned enemies into pawns. They used intelligence, cunning, and ruthlessness to win, not hard labor. Those who still believe in the sanctity of work are like men in chains praising the strength it gives them. Their pride is their prison. To those who seek power, the path is not paved with sweat but with strategy. The masses run in circles, proving their worth through fatigue. The few, the cunning few, make sure the circle never ends. They place carrots in front of horses and watch them gallop endlessly for rewards they will never truly own. The ones who rise above are not those who move the fastest, but those who know where to stand, when to strike, and how to make others believe they deserve less. The world is filled with men who work from dawn to dusk, breaking their backs for a promise that never arrives. They believe effort equals elevation. They think sweat earns respect. But history is clear. It is not the hardest worker who gains the throne. It is the one who commands the workers. Slaves labor without question. Masters command without lifting a finger. This is the true hierarchy of power. The system was never designed to reward effort. It was designed to reward control. The man at the bottom thinks his loyalty to hard work is noble. He believes the hours he sacrifices will be noticed. But the man above him does not care how much he sacrifices. He only cares that the task is completed, that the machine keeps moving, and that no one questions why he's not pushing it himself. The illusion is perfect. Convince men that their worth is measured in exhaustion, and they will never challenge the ones who profit from their fatigue. They will believe they are climbing when they are only circling. Those who rule understand one thing: delegation is power. Masters do not swing hammers. They decide who swings them and why. They leverage ambition against ambition. They let the hungry fight for scraps, while they feast at the top without lifting a hand. The sharpest minds in history were not the busiest. They were the most strategic. They understood how to extract value from others, how to place pressure without presence, and how to appear essential while remaining invisible. The masses are trained to admire the visible struggle. They see someone working endlessly and think, that is a good man. But goodness is not rewarded in this world. Results are. Power is. And power rarely comes from those who cannot escape their own labor. The man who is too busy working is too busy to think, too busy to plan, too busy to rise. Masters create the rules, then step back as others burn themselves trying to follow them. The ladder is tall, but the rungs are greased. Climb fast enough, and it breaks beneath you. Climb smart enough, and you never need to touch it. A slave will always believe freedom lies in working harder. A master knows freedom lies in making others work for him. There is no virtue in breaking yourself to build another man's empire. The wise do not labor, they orchestrate. They manipulate incentives. They understand that true strength lies not in the body, but in the ability to bend others without force. Loyalty to hard work is the leash placed around the necks of the obedient. It is the most elegant form of control, wrapped in compliments, tied with praise, and reinforced with slogans about honor and perseverance. Those who blindly obey the religion of effort are the easiest to exploit. They believe they are respected for their dedication, when in truth, they are merely tolerated for their usefulness. The ones who stay loyal to the grind never question who benefits from their sacrifices. They take pride in struggle, and that pride is precisely what keeps them trapped. The system does not reward the most capable. It rewards the most compliant. The man who performs without question is easier to control than the one who thinks. Loyalty to work makes men predictable. Predictability makes them powerless. When you can forecast a man's actions, you can exploit him at every turn. He will work late, take on extra tasks, bleed for a cause that does not serve him, because he believes he is earning something. But the only thing he earns is silence. Recognition is reserved for those who understand how to appear valuable, not those who actually are. In the real game, perception rules over performance. The man who looks the part, who moves with intent, who knows how to speak in rooms where decisions are made, he will rise faster than the man who silently toils. The world does not care about how much you do. It cares about how you are seen. Appear useful, and you will be treated as essential. Over-deliver without strategy, and you will be discarded the moment your energy fades. Power is drawn to image, not sweat. The ones who win are those who know how to project control, not surrender to labor. The concept of loyalty is weaponized by the powerful. They tell you to stay loyal to your team, your company, your path. But they are never loyal to you. The moment your usefulness declines, so does your value. You are only as important as the task they've assigned to you. As long as you believe loyalty to labor is a virtue, you will never notice that loyalty is rarely returned. You will sacrifice your time, your health, your potential, all in service of a structure that will never elevate you. Appearances are the currency of the powerful. They master the art of seeming over the act of doing. They feign effort when eyes are watching and conserve energy when no one is looking. They are never enslaved by loyalty. They exploit it in others. Results are not earned by the deserving. They are seized by the cunning. The belief that merit alone will lead to reward is a comforting illusion sold to the knave. The man who plays fair, who waits patiently for his turn, who relies on his effort to speak for itself, is nothing more than a pawn in a game he does not understand. The real players do not wait for recognition. They take it. They do not trust in merit. They manufacture outcomes. The battlefield is not level. It is designed for manipulation, not fairness. Those who win do so not because they deserve it, but because they understand how to tilt the odds in their favor. They whisper lies in the right ears, form alliances behind closed doors, and sabotage competition under the veil of civility. They understand that truth is flexible, and that perception often matters more than reality. A mediocre man with influence will always outrank a brilliant one without it. Merit is only valuable when it is paired with the ability to control how it is seen. Hard work may build the foundation, but it is deception that decorates the throne. The world responds not to struggle, but to the image of strength. The man who manipulates the narrative controls the result. He understands the importance of timing, of leverage, of setting traps that others walk into willingly. He does not need to be the most skilled. He only needs to appear indispensable. He does not need to win every battle. He needs to control who defines the victory. To believe that fairness governs outcomes is to remain blind to how power actually functions. The most successful do not reveal their full hand. They play the fool when it suits them. They flatter, they deflect, they hide their ambition beneath charm. While others compete openly, they maneuver in silence. They pit others against each other, then collect the spoils without getting their hands dirty. Strategy beats sincerity. Influence outweighs effort. The man who knows how to bend reality to fit his agenda will always outpace the one who follows the rules. The most dangerous man in any room is not the loudest, or the strongest, or even the most intelligent. It is the one who understands how to make others act in ways that serve his interest without them realizing it. He turns rivalries into distractions, loyalty into leverage, and truth into a weapon that cuts both ways. He thrives not because he works harder, but because he plays the game better. The world is ruled by appearances, not by truth, not by sacrifice, not by silent virtue. Men are not judged by what they are, but by what they seem to be. Those who understand this rule manipulate it. Those who don't get destroyed by it. In every arena, politics, business, relationships, the illusion of effort often carries more weight than the effort itself. People do not question what they admire. They believe in what they see. So the wise do not exhaust them chasing substance. They build the perfect image and let the image do the work. The man who sacrifices without displaying it is ignored. The man who displays without sacrificing is admired. Reputation is a tool far more powerful than actual results. A well-crafted appearance buys influence, loyalty, and obedience. It shields weakness and amplifies minor victories. The world only sees the mask, never the scars beneath it. So those who rise learn early, never bleed in public, appear untouchable even when broken, appear tireless even when idle, appear relentless even when your hands are clean. Those who suffer openly invite pity, not power. But those who master control over how they are perceived become untouchable. They understand that most people do not think. They observe, they do not investigate. They assume. So control what they see, control what they believe. A carefully timed word, a silent pause, a confident stare. These shape perception more than any desperate display of effort. You do not need to do more. You need to appear as though you are always doing what matters. Sacrifice is a dangerous addiction. It convinces men they are righteous while they are being used. It turns action into identity. But the true player never attaches himself to the work, only to the outcome. He remains detached, cold, observant. He sees others burn themselves out to earn recognition, while he collects credit through association and timing. He knows when to be seen, when to vanish, when to let others speak on his behalf. He plays the crowd like a stringed instrument, letting perception do the heavy lifting. To compete in this world is not to give more, but to take smarter, to appear indispensable while conserving energy, to simulate chaos while orchestrating order. It is not sacrifice that makes a man feared. It is his ability to make others believe he is above it. The illusion of unstoppable momentum is more terrifying than raw force. The wise never beg to be seen. They make it impossible to be ignored, all while revealing nothing real. You were taught that hard work is the path to greatness, that if you give more, sacrifice more, endure more, you will be rewarded. But that lie was crafted to keep you in motion while others stand still and collect the rewards of your effort. The true game is not played with sweat, but with leverage. Power belongs not to the exhausted, but to the calculating. The man who rises is not the one who breaks his back, but the one who bends perception. He knows how to appear loyal while serving only himself. He knows when to vanish, when to strike, and how to make others believe they chose to serve him. Hard work is a tool. Use it when it serves you, but never worship it. Worship power, worship results. Worship the strategy that turns effort into dominance. Because in the end, the world doesn't remember who worked the hardest. It remembers who won.